New year, new day, new faces on Cricbuzz Live. India hasn't played cricket for the last 22 days, but we're back on Cricbuzz Live with this renewed zest and enthusiasm, with something new for you, someone new for you. Well, this man represents the Kharoos attitude of Mumbai cricket, the kind of doggedness you know Mumbai curse for. He's won India a test series in Australia as captain. He's done the hard yards, he's scored the tough runs in the Sena countries, and he's now been blessed with a very happy assignment on Cricbuzz. Please welcome our debutant, the wonderful Ajinkya Rahane, everybody!
Thank you, thank you.
You don't look nervous at all.
I am actually.
Why?
I'm bluffing.
Okay, we'll make it easier for you. Now, as you all know what happens when someone makes a debut, he or she is handed over a debut cap. On Cricbuzz, we'll hand over Ajinkya Rahane a debut cup. Please, would you please do the honors?
Yeah, no, I feel very excited that Jinx has joined us. Well, see, we're already going nicknames and we've only just met. But it's very important here at Cricbuzz, as I hand this to you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Everybody.
Thank you.
That you are a true foodie, that ordering food is the most important thing. The guessing game, don't take any prisoners. You must do that correctly. And when you win, boast even more. And then don't sit on the fence. I know you're still playing. Try not to sit on the fence.
Got it, got it.
What's the best way to survive? Oh no, enjoy Cricbuzz Live.
Just relax, have fun.
Think about the food.
This is the best show just to talk about, share your stories.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're all excited to hear some of the stories and that you can give us an insight into the players and how they think and some funny things along the way as well.
I'm actually excited, really excited about this, and thank you for the lovely introduction.
There's more coming. There's more coming. And all you Cricbuzz fans, tell us what you think of Ajinkya Rahane on your favorite cricket show, Cricbuzz Live. Now, it's the new year. India have been a dominant force in white ball cricket. We all know India does very well in T20s. They are powerhouses. But India's ODI exploits and its success has perhaps relatively gone under the radar. Barring that World Cup final loss, India won the Champions Trophy as well. In the last 5 years, India has lost just one series at home, 9 series wins at home. What do you think makes this Indian ODI side tick? Take a look at that. Are there a couple of reasons that you think India does so well in ODI cricket, Ajinkya?
See, first of all, for me, apart from like 2-3 teams, there's not much of competition in ODI cricket for the Indian team. The bench strength what we have in Indian cricket is amazing. We understand how we want to play ODI cricket. No, there's a pattern. When you play T20 and Test cricket, sometimes you get confused, going about the 50-over format. But I feel the Indian team understands, each and every individual understands the role, how to go about it in ODI format. As I said, we have the bench strength. Batters and bowlers are coming through the ranks. Again, IPL provide you that platform, give you that freedom and the confidence as a player what you need, go on and do well at the highest level. As I said, ODI cricket sometimes can get slightly confused because we play T20 as and Test cricket, but we have the bench strength, we have the batters, experienced batters, and also the bowlers who can get you those wickets. So that's why I feel, apart from 2-3 teams like New Zealand, Australia, and England, there's not much of competition for the Indian team, and that's the reason I think we are doing well, and we understand the format really well.
I think the other thing as well is it's such a core group of players. Yeah. And when you have a core group and you haven't got new players coming in and being blooded, they get an understanding of where they sit within the side, what their role, pure role clarity, and then understanding if they're batting in a situation, what the other guy's doing at the other end. And so they can assess the situation, look at the scoreboard and be able to adapt accordingly because they've got that experience, they've got that trust. That trust only happens when you get to play a fair bit of cricket with each other.
Now, Ajinkya, as you go along, you will spend more and more time in cricket studios and hopefully and surely a lot in Cricbuzz Live. And you'll be asked to look at the bigger picture, the macro picture. What's the best way to judge the success of a cricket team or a country? Would you only look at trophies or would you look at numbers coldly?
See, trophies are important, but I think the process what you follow, as a team, as she said, in ODI cricket, the experience is there. The similar players actually playing in T20 and Test cricket. We have seen many changes. ODIs, same players are actually playing, and the security what they need as players, it's really important. So I think the process, what you follow in ODI cricket is really important. Each and every series, bilateral series, I know nowadays no one actually gives that kind of importance, but it's important. You know someone who's coming new in the circuit, in the format, you groom them really well. You give them that confidence, give them that freedom to express, allow them to play their game as a batter or a bowler. But why Indian team is doing well? Because most of them, they're secure about their role in the team. They're secure about the spot in the side, and that's what matters in good teams.
Yeah. I think trophies do matter, simply because, like you mentioned, your best players aren't always available for various reasons. Off the back of a test series, they're resting players, injuries, which we'll touch on about New Zealand. So when it comes to ICC events, trophies matter, because that's when the best players turn up.
Sure.
So whoever wins those trophies are the best ODI team. And obviously the Indian team, bar that World Cup final. Sorry, I had to bring it up.
Well, it's the truth. Trust an Aussie to say trophies matter, and they do. Guess what? India have gotten off to a flyer with their luck. India has finally won a toss. It's been a while, Ajinkya. It must be irritating, right, to keep losing tosses. It's frustrating. And Shubman Gill, the captain, has chosen to bowl first because he expects due. I'm sure you know this Vadodara pitch very well. A ton of runs on offer.
Plenty of runs.
Pitch?
Yeah, it's a great surface. I think it actually gives enough for both sides.
Yeah.
I think the Indian women's side played a couple of ODIs there, and the ball was starting to do a bit under lights as well. So as pure cricket lovers, we love to see a good even contest between bat and ball. That's what we love about ODI cricket as well.
I actually agree with her, because I played a couple of domestic matches at the stadium. Wicket is really good, helps fast bowlers, helps spinners, good to bat. Red soil wicket, as a batter, you want a ball to come on your bat, good bounce as well. So it's a very good wicket, very good cricketing wicket. Love to see how it plays out.
That's actually not a bad piece of news for the Kiwis, because they've come in with a side that looks unrecognizable. Is this really a New Zealand side? Lisa, I know you've done your research as you always do. Lots of absentees, a couple of players surprisingly rested. Rachin Ravindra, Jacob Duffy, Kane Williamson hasn't signed that contract with New Zealand Cricket, chosen to play the SA20 over this one. Lots of injuries as well. Tom Latham on parent duty for the birth of his child. Lots of absentees. How do you look? Do they look at this as an opportunity, or say, tough team?
No. New Zealand will always look at it as an opportunity. I've been able to do and cover a couple of series in Pakistan where New Zealand have almost set a B side. But because of that, they are actually more prepared when it comes to World Cups, because World Cups, injuries, mishaps happen. And they've got players that have played ODIs, played bilateral cricket, played on those surfaces to be able to come in and have immediate impact. So whilst we may look at it and go, oh, it's a B side, some of these guys are actually in fine form in domestic cricket, that they've actually scored a mountain of runs. Henry Nicholls is a prime example. I think since October 25, he scored, 4 hundreds and a double hundred as well. So he's in rare form. But the real issue is when you come to India, can you deal with the lights, the crowd, the noise, the expectation, the pressure that comes with it? And New Zealand will always use this as a huge opportunity to blood new players, which I like.
For you, Ajinkya?
See, most of them, they're injured. As you said, Tom Latham is on a parent duty. But what I have seen about the New Zealand team over the years, they like to plan in advance. The players which are coming here, it's a great opportunity for them to do well in India. When you are playing in India against India, it's never easy. Crowd, the pressure, and the atmosphere when it goes up, it's not easy. But I think it's a great opportunity for them to learn. See, all the better teams who have come to India, they lost. So again, it's a great thing for New Zealand. They have sent a young team comparatively so that they can get this experience, get the exposure. Once you play well in India, your confidence level goes really up. So I think they plan really well. That's the reason they've been doing really well in the ICC tournaments so consistently. So
the other aspect to we see Kane Williamson obviously not taking a New Zealand contract. Unfortunately, New Zealand cricket cannot compete with the big three in paying their players. So in order to keep them, they allow them to play franchise cricket and then come back for the big tournaments. Trent Boult is a prime example who's been able to ply his trade around the world because that's where the big money is for them. The only other issue is now we're starting to see a lot of these guys playing a lot of franchise cricket, which means they're getting injured. So when you're just playing T20, especially fast bowlers, you're playing a lot of T20 cricket, then you come back and you're trying to play ODI or first-class cricket, the workloads are so much more. And that's where we're seeing the players just break down. So there's always going to be some teething problems with players going, how do I kind of jump in all of the three formats, but ensure that I'm physically ready to do that. And some will make the mistake, play maybe too much, and that's why they're sitting out. But they'll manage it moving forward.
I suppose it's also a chance for New Zealand to check their bench strength with a couple of big years coming in white ball cricket with the World Cup next month and then the ODI World Cup. How do you think India will look at a New Zealand side like this? They are wise enough to not take them lightly, at least in public.
Absolutely, what especially happened in the test series. But again, India would like to focus on their game plan, their strategy and their strengths. Because most of them, like Virat, Rohit, they are only playing ODI format now. Their focus will be on how can they do well, how can actually their performance get better and be consistent in this format. So I think from Indian team point of view, I feel they'll focus on their strengths, their strategy, and then the team plan, whatever they have.
Right, quick update. India have won a toss to start the year on a good note. India have chosen to bowl first. Here's a look at the playing 11, 6 bowling options as expected. Ajinkya, 3 pacers, 3 spinners. Good to see Washington Sundar in this lineup. Siraj is clearly India's lead pacer. No Bumrah, no Hardik in the squad. And so Siraj, Prasidh and Harshit, the 3 pacers. Kuldeep, Washi and Jadeja, the 3 spinners along expected lines, or were you expecting another surprise?
I was actually expecting Varun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was expecting Varun because he's been doing really well, a wicket taker again. But I think there must be some reason they've gone with Washington Sundar, a batting all-rounder. But again, see, I'm really happy to see Shubman Gill back after the injury. Really want him to do well as a batter. As a captain, I would like to share one thing. I've seen Shubman over the years. When he was as a player, he has a great ability to listen. He's a great listener. And I feel as a captain, you can, because you have Virat Kohli in your side, you have Rohit Sharma, the experienced leader, the top leader, won the championship for you. So I think Shubman is the right guy. As a captain, when you have that ability to listen to your players, it's a great thing. And personally, I would want him to focus on his batting first. These 3 ODIs, get his form back, get the confidence going, and the rest will follow automatically.
It's good to be like a sponge, right? Absorb all that comes away from greatness all around.
You'd be silly not to.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of success both of those guys have had when they've led their country, led franchise cricket as well. It's good to hear that he's listening. Sometimes young guys that have had immediate success think that they may know everything. But this game, doesn't matter how old you are, you constantly keep learning from it. So if he's got that appetite, he's got the best people around him to soak that up. And we saw what he did. There was question marks initially, should he be the test captain? His numbers weren't necessarily good enough. But sometimes you have to invest in a younger guy that's going to be there for a long period of time so that you can give him time to work and understand and grow into that role. I don't believe leaders are born, that they're made. So here's another opportunity for him.
Did you see that spark in him in those days, or are you pleasantly surprised at what he's managed in his short career so far?
Not really. I'm not at all surprised. I mean, he as a batter, he had this game. I've seen him from Australia, basically. I mean, this guy has the talent, has the ability to score big, plays all around, especially in this format. When you have back foot game as a batter, you can do well in any condition. So Shubman, I always felt was very talented, very hard-working again. Things about his game, always like to improve. I've seen him going slightly early for the practice session, working on some batting skills, try to get better. His front foot, as a batter, when you're focusing on getting on the front foot, it's really important. Shubman is a great puller. As I said, he has back foot shots. He can drive the ball really well. But again, thinking about your game plan and trying to get better each and every practice session, each and every game is really important. So I've seen him doing that over the years.
Forget about the year that was 2025. It's a new year, and start this year on a good note, on a good pitch where there'll be runs on offer. What about the New Zealand side? It's a new look squad. What's the 11 that they've gone with? They've got Aditya Ashok, the leggy is in there as well, expected to be someone who will don the kind of role that Ish Sodhi does. Kyle Jamieson, their most experienced. Lisa, talk us through this lineup, please.
Yeah, interesting that Henry Nicholls is actually opening the batting. I thought he might come down in that number 5 position. He's flirted with that opening position for a while. I thought maybe Will Young might do that, but they've decided maybe off the back of his domestic career. So you've got some senior players that have actually got the experience at the top of the order that are used to playing in these conditions to be able to perform well. And then we'll see a couple of new guys with the ball in hand as well. So.
Right, but who do you think is the key linchpin in this New Zealand lineup with the big guns missing? Are there one or two players that you think?
I think you've got to go at Devon Conway, Daryl Mitchell, Glenn Phillips as well, and I think Henry Nicholls based on what he's been able to do. Kyle Jamieson is another one who's kind of coming back, but you know he promises so much, and we've seen that in the Test arena as well as the ODIs.
Yeah, since you mentioned Devon Conway, Ajinkya knows him fairly well from his CSK days. No IPL contract. Firstly, I was surprised that he wasn't picked in the IPL.
I was actually surprised. No, I've seen Devon. He's a very good friend of mine. Really good cricketer, very good guy. No, his contribution when we won the championship for CSK that year was amazing. Very consistent. He can adapt to any conditions, any situations. We have seen that the strike rate in T20 in that year was right up there. But again, auction dynamics was completely different.
Yeah.
As a foreign player, it's slightly tough sometimes. No, only 4 can play, and no, he went through that injury in 2024. That played a massive part. But again, getting into this ODI format for him. It's a good thing. Basically, he'll actually get that time to settle up. And then, as she said, I'm really looking forward Devon Conway to do well in the ODI format because he's a quality batter and a very good guy.
He's a no-fuss kind of batter, right? He just goes about his business very clinically, and therefore, in a format like this, he's expected to do well on these pitches.
What New Zealander has fuss about them? They're pretty chilled, relaxed kind of characters. And Devon Conway, you can see post ODIs, the World Cup, like he's been able to churn out the runs at a decent strike rate. The only thing that he'll probably be disappointed, he hasn't converted those starts to make sure that they're big hundreds. And here, you know, as the senior players within this young New Zealand side, young in terms of inexperience, he needs to step up and be able, and he needs to be that glue almost, potentially for the entire innings where everyone else goes around him. And if they are able to do that, I think they'll actually post a decent amount of runs.
One insight I would like to tell about Devon Conway, what I've seen him in 2023, as a batter, he's always nervous and anxious. And that's the reason he was, I think, able to do really well. Every single time when he was batting or we were batting together, he was always asking questions. He was always a nervous guy as a batter, very anxious from within. But I thought that's what actually getting him into that zone. And that's why he could actually do well in that particular season.
Nerves, anxiety are alien concepts for the man they call the king. Virat Kohli has been in staggering form, scary form in the last 6 games. Take a look at what he's done. After those 2 ducks, he did face a bit of jeering from the Aussies, and then they cheered him in that 3rd game. From then on, he hasn't looked back. 200s against South Africa, 65 not out, a couple of big knocks in the Vijay Hazare Trophy as well. Now, Ajinkya Rahane here has played alongside Virat Kohli, has played under him as well. What makes Virat Kohli tick? Why is he in the pantheon of greats for you?
See, how much ever we talk about Virat Kohli is never enough. But I have seen him very closely, how to go about his batting. We talk about his passion, his intent each and every time. But I feel for me, what stands out is his attitude. Attitude of learning, attitude of never give up. Outside people think Virat is arrogant and generally, but he is not. Nope. He gets into the zone. Nope, I have seen him 2 days before the game. He'll hardly talk with people, even with the teammates. That's what actually gets him into the zone. He'll always wear his AirPods try and listen whatever he wants to, and what he likes to get into the zone. He is in the gym each and every time. We all know that, but to understand him, because initially it took all the players a little bit of time. Why is he doing that? But then I got to know that he is actually getting into the zone while not talking to the players or while not talking to anyone. He actually liked to do that. His attitude is amazing. His work ethics are amazing. We all know that. And every time you see him, you see something different. He always want to change. He always want to improve and always want to contribute for the team.
Did captaincy elevate him mentally in terms of his own self-belief, which is immense as well? Did that change him?
Absolutely. Yes. No, when he became the captain, I mean, we were just talking about in 2015 when he took over, especially in Test cricket.
Yep.
That completely changed him. He changed the approach, obviously his approach and also the team's approach. And after that, we all saw what we did as an Indian team in Test cricket. Obviously, in ODI format, we've been doing well. He's been amazing in ODI format. No one is to say anything about him, about ODI format, but he has changed the culture.
When you talk about the culture, from the outset, it looked like fitness, the standards, and then probably the determination of how important the test format was. You guys felt that?
Absolutely. I mean, when we were in Australia, it was always about, yes, culture, but then how we want to play our cricket, what brand we want to play as a cricket team in Australia. Australians, we know that when we go aggressive, when we play aggressive, they don't like it. So it was always about getting everyone onto the same page and just focus on the one goal, one team goal. So yes, he has changed many things in Test cricket. Unfortunately, he's not playing Test cricket anymore. But
ouch.
But really happy to see him doing well in the ODI format, because he's only playing this format now. But the consistency, what we see, it's not only because of his hard work on the field, but what routines he follows off the field. That matters a lot.
Virat Kohli playing only one format has got everyone chatting. It's something that's polarized opinions, Lisa. Playing one format, has that perhaps revitalized his career? In a sense, psychologically, mentally?
Yeah, I think it's given him the time off that he needs and to be with his family and just relax. It'd be more of a family man than a cricketer. I got an opportunity to see him play in the ODI, the one at the SCG. I was commentating on that game, and everyone was really worried that was this the end, because 2 ducks, and everyone's thinking, oh no, maybe he's lost it. But it takes time when you've gone from training and your whole life has been cricket, and then you reduce it dramatically. It takes a bit of time to figure out, well, how much do I need to train? What do I need to do to prepare? Okay, I haven't played a lot of cricket in a while, so obviously, as the series went on, he obviously trained really hard and got himself ready. But I think it's rejuvenated him because he can just focus on the one thing and enjoy it. And, at the moment, I'm with the UP Warriors, and Meg Lanning is the captain. She doesn't play international cricket. So she actually looks forward to these opportunities and comes in fresh, not exhausted by dealing with the media and commitments constantly. I'm coming in for this tournament and I'm good to go. And we're seeing that the same way with Virat Kohli.
I was actually talking to him the last IPL, when we were playing in Bangalore, and we were talking about half an hour, and he just told me he's actually enjoying cricket. He's able to spend more time with his family and the kids. And whenever he steps onto the field, the enjoyment, the passion is always there, is there. So I think it's a right thing, as a player, you go through the phases. He played throughout 13, 14 years consistently without missing any match. You go to a certain phase, then you want to enjoy your family time as well, because that's the thing we sacrifice when we play consistent cricket for the highest level. But again, your family is again important. So I think, because he's able to spend time with his family and loved ones, he's enjoying the cricket more now.
I think when we first start playing the game, it's purely for the enjoyment. Then at a stage, it becomes your job.
Yes.
And that takes away a bit of the passion as well from it all. And then all of the commitments. So then coming back and just doing it because that's what you want to do, you go back to the enjoyment, because no longer are you worried about real selection. You get to enjoy with your teammates. And that's something that we forget as players when you say goodbye to the game. You actually miss being in the dugout, being around teammates. Sometimes it's not just the cricket, it's the camaraderie that happens.
Yeah.
Right, he's closing in on 15,000 one-day runs at a staggering average of almost 59. And dare I say that a happy Virat Kohli is a very dangerous Virat Kohli. And God only knows what he will or could achieve over the next 2 years, 22 months to go for that ODI World Cup. At some point in his career, he said he will never play rash shots in the test format because it tends to affect his form. What is the kind of zone you want to see Virat Kohli in? You expect him to be a little more aggressive, perhaps a little more adventurous in the only format he's playing?
See, I want him to play with freedom, not to think about anything. Because no one can teach or no one can tell Virat Kohli about how to go about in this format. You talked about his numbers are amazing. His work ethics are really good. He thinks about the game. He knows the game really well while batting first, while chasing the target. We all know that he's really good. I just want him to enjoy the game more, play with freedom, however he likes to play, because I think no one understands the game better than him. So I think, I would love to see Virat Kohli playing with freedom and the enjoyment.
What's it like batting with him when he is in full flow?
He'll tell you, each and every ball, he'll tell you from non-striker's end.
What he's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially while chasing. His calculations are really good. He'll always tell you about, try and finish the game 18 balls before. Just think we are finishing the game on 47th or whatever the target is. So you just calculate backwards. So I think his calculation while chasing is amazing. He'll tell you, what bowler, what he's going to bowl, what's his next delivery would be. He'll tell you about the field set. He'll bluff. So I think he reads the mind really well.
Right, this mean machine will be in his chase master mode tonight as well. India have won the toss and chosen to bowl first, and that means we have to talk about Harshit Rana, who surprisingly, he was India's highest wicket taker in the last calendar year, 20 ODI wickets. Very often we tend to lose sight of these things, but credit where it's due. Harshit Rana, 11 games in that last calendar year, 20 wickets as well. Ajinkya, you've seen him closely at KKR. How surprised are you seeing him do as well as he has?
I'm actually not surprised. He's really confident guy. Believes in his ability. Sometimes you feel from outside, you think he's very arrogant, but he is not. I mean, that's his confidence. And as a cricketer, you need that ability to be confident. I've seen him in the last year for KKR. He really knows what he wants to do as a bowler, and he's a wicket taker. Especially he's a wicket taker. Doesn't talk much like when he's bowling, but he knows from inside that what he wants to deliver and what ball he wants to bowl. So he's really clear about his goal and the bowling.
Where's he on that pecking order? Because once you have Bumrah back in the squad, India played the ODI World Cup in South Africa. Siraj, I'm assuming, is number 2. Where is Harshit Rana on that pecking order?
He's probably close to number 3.
With Arshdeep in the mix as well?
Yeah, potentially, depending on matchups. And I think if you've got a number of players on the bench, then you can pick and choose based on the opposition and also the surfaces that you're potentially playing. I think his variations are good. Obviously, T20 cricket has helped.
Sure.
He's got this bravado, which I like. I think back to the test where Mitch Stark was his teammate at KKR and he bowled fast, and I think he bowled a bumper at Mitch, and Mitch is like, mate, you think that's fast? I'm coming for you, right? And there was a nice banter between the two, which I thought was sweet. But he's willing to take the game on. He's a real fighter. He shows his heart on his sleeve, basically, which you kind of want from your fast bowler, because sometimes you just have to keep bowling. Keep bowling one end. That's your job. Create something out of nowhere. He's that kind of guy to do it. He'll go, yep, pass me the ball. So you need that type of player in your side. But I think he's very clever. That's probably an understatement. Everyone just sees this bravado, but he's very clever in what he is able to do.
Right, he's a bit of a hustler, runs in hard, has this incredible self-belief as well, but social media, as it often is, has been very cruel to him, Ajinkya. He's been trolled unfairly. So have you had a chat with him about that, and how do you think he's dealing with it?
See, we actually spoke about the social media when he was actually playing last year in IPL. We spoke about Glenn, because certain matches he didn't do well, and I saw him basically a little nervous, a little sad. So I was talking about it, what's bothering him, and he said, people are talking about me, but that actually motivates me. That's what he said. When I see all the comments, what people are talking about me, they don't know what hard I'm working in my bowling. So that actually motivates me to do really well for the team. So I said, are you okay with that? He said, I'm okay to read all the comments, but I want to read those comments so that I can get more, motivated to do well for the team. So I think that really helps him. I have seen him, using AirPods in the practice session as well when he's bowling, just to cut out the noise. So I think that's his method. That's his method to cut out the noise. We all thought, what is he doing? Why is he wearing those AirPods? But later on, we got to know he just wanted to, basically, when he's bowling, he wants to get into that zone, bowl with the same intensity, with the same mindset, what he wants to bowl in the game.
So, what is there a deal done with AirPods? Because everyone's got the AirPods in. No one wants to talk to anyone. But I can understand.
No, while bowling, I'm saying.
Yeah. I just, it's fascinating how social media has a huge impact on our young players coming through. Even in the WPL, I'm seeing it as well. So, my advice would be, don't even look. Because at the end of the day, you're not trying to please them.
Absolutely.
You're trying to actually please your teammates, the ones that see you working hard. And it's not, the performance isn't just solely on you. Because cricket is the harshest game because you actually fail. Every time you bat, you will get out. Yeah. Very rarely are you not out. Yeah. So you're actually failing. And cricket is a stupid sport. But we love it.
Yeah. Bring it on, says Harshit Rana, because he tends to use it like fuel. Virat Kohli does that as well. And I've just been told he is right now leading the Indian team in this pep talk. Virat Kohli giving the Indian team a pep talk. We need a pep talk often when Mr. Bhattacharya throws those horrible questions at us. Joy factor. Here's one that's customized for our debutant, Mr. Ajinkya Rahane. Here we are. Welcome to Cricbuzz. Jinx, you played just one T20I alongside this cricketer, but in the ODIs, the format for today's game, you all both surprised 2,000 runs in as many innings. Name this former teammate of yours.
I'm so glad that it's come down to you, and you should know the answer because I never know.
Is he in the team right now?
No. Former. Pregnant pause. We shall know the answer at the end of our coverage. But before we say bye-bye, we have to introduce him to one of our other traditions here, which is the guessing game, which we are very serious about. You will be sledged if you get it wrong, but I still think you should go for it. Yeah. Your prediction for the first innings, New Zealand batting first, on a pata.
Somewhere around 260, 270, between 260 to 275.
You can't just, no, you have to give a number.
Okay. One number.
275.
Okay.
248.
I'm going to go much lower. 235. India going with 6 bowling options. Since Ajinkya is here, what does India expect to do today? Corbo, Lordbo, Jeetbo. Enjoy the first innings. We'll see you on Cricbuzz Combox at 15. Bye-bye.